I'm happy to reunite with all of you guys. So we're going to get started, given that we gave people some time as they join. We will be able to catch up with them later on the Q&A session. And I want to welcome you to our webinar today. We're going to be hopefully joining you and clarifying quite a few things about Microsoft Copilot solutions and how you can use those for your business. We have today with us Felix and Vince, who are going to be introducing themselves. And they're going to walk us through many different very, very interesting areas of Microsoft Copilot. With that being said, I'm going to make sure that you all have access to the PowerPoint presentation, and I guess you can confirm that you can all see it, correct?
Yep.
Correct. Great. So our agenda today, we're going to start with what we call intelligent apps. Then we're going to be looking at the first-party Microsoft Copilot solutions. We're going to be also talking about extending AI with Copilot Studio and how that is beneficial for your business. And then, of course, we're going to talk about what will be the ideal project approach if you wanted to implement Copilot in your solutions, in your environment. After that, we're also going to be giving some time for a Q&A session so we can all ask questions and get answers. And I would like to also remind you that our webinar is part of our program that proMX is extending to everyone, in which you can also request a one-on-one session with proMX for us to deep dive into your own business case so we can look at it together and help you analyze how Copilot can be a part of your solution, overall solution. With that, I'm going to pass it on to excuse me, Felix, and then I'm going to go off camera to make sure that I don't distract you. Felix, all yours. You can take control.
Yeah, sounds good. Are you avoiding distracting me or everybody else?
Of course you, Felix. You're the man of the hour here. So,
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Felix Ndugu. I'm a technical specialist here at Microsoft. Around the Dynamics 365 group of solutions or spectrum of solutions that we have. I've been on the team for the last 9.5 years, and it's all been around Dynamics 365 for CRM and ERP as well. Definitely thrilled to be co-presenting with one of our biggest partners, proMX. And of course, we're going to go through a number of things today, but what I wanted to let you know, just for an introduction, I'm really excited about the lineup that we have for you today. And of course, extending the warm thanks for signing up for the webinar. And as we move into this age of AI and generative AI and Copilot, definitely exciting news. So I'll hand over to Vince and we'll jump in here for the introduction.
All right. Hi there. My name is Vince LaPicola, and I am 2 decades of experience with Dynamics customer experience. I was also an employee at Microsoft, and I recently joined proMX to help out with their program. Yeah. Thanks. Back to you, Felix.
Sounds good. So really, I just feel quite compelled to start with sharing some of the fascinating insights that we have. So we have what we call a Microsoft Work Lab, and this is a research initiative that explores the evolution of the landscape of work through global surveys and observations. Our survey that was conducted a few years ago really included about 2,700 employees and about 1,800 business decision makers around the world. The goal was to really understand, how people feel about the current tools that they're using and how it's working in the changing environment. As we know, the way we work has changed a great deal. But a major takeaway was that 9 out of 10 people want simpler ways to automate daily tasks so they can focus on work that really matters to them. And also there is a vast majority that want solutions that make information more accessible, eliminate busy work, and also tools that are compatible to the daily tasks that they go through. But in response to that, to these findings and many more for the studies that we've done, Microsoft has kind of brought forth the concept of intelligent apps. And these are apps designed to streamline workflow and enhance productivity, definitely going towards that automation of routine tasks and making information more accessible, for sure. So when we talk about intelligent apps, what about intelligent apps? Intelligent apps are really apps or software solutions and applications built on what we call the modern DevOps. The principles and architecture, such as microservices, when you come to think about it, these applications use AI and leverage data across different offerings. Again, this is all to bring what we're aiming at, which is a more responsive and personalized, differentiated experience for every user that goes ahead and uses these applications. Now, when you think about intelligent applications, obviously you think about the different industries that everyone comes to the table with. Intelligent apps, they're applicable across all industries and sectors. These can also be internal for internal lines of business or external. Think about customer-facing applications, such as we have a number of them that have been built in the healthcare sector. I was just looking at a video that was Satya was talking about all these applications, and there's one in particular that Epic is using for healthcare. But undoubtedly, we know that AI has brought intelligence to applications for a very long time, But what we really want to kind of bring to you today is how generative AI has, radically changed, the possibilities around intelligent apps. And, Vince at some point will go through some of those offerings that we have. But that's in entirety, that's what intelligent apps are. And of course, as a result of the survey and study that we've done for the last few years. Malcolm, are you going to, I think I can move my own slide here. So let's take a closer look at, what generative AI has brought to the revolutionization of what we call modern applications or intelligent applications. This is really, when you come to think about it, many of us have access to cell phones, have access to computers, and there is always this universal interface that we see. But what I'm going to go through here is not to go so technically deep, but help you understand what we bring forth in terms of there we go. So when we think about intelligent applications and the transformative experience, first we have what we call the universal interface. This we've designed to be a natural user interface that truly is multimodal. And what do we mean by that? Multimodal really means it supports all forms of input, right? So think about video, images, and speech. And of course, the capabilities allow us to interact with this technology in a more natural and intuitive way. Next, we have what we call the advanced memory feature. Now, all these applications we know as we've experienced. I have Alexa here and many more, as everyone probably does in their homes and lives at work. we have this. We've built this advanced memory feature. So this application can retain. We've built it to retain important context. Of course, recalling both your personal knowledge and data across different devices and applications on the web. This really ensures a seamless, personalized experience. Of course, no matter where you are or what device you're using. And finally, we have this enhanced reasoning planning capability. Now, this helps us. This helps the Copilot or generative AI understand context and complete many of the end-to-end tasks that we might have on a daily basis, right? Things like, hey, remind me of an appointment I'm having 2 weeks down the road and things like that. So it really helps us reduce that cognitive workload or cognitive load. So we can really focus on, strategic and more creative aspects of our work and daily life, as you might come to think about it. I'm sure many of you have all these gadgets, but it's kind of one thing to deeply think about. For the last few weeks, as I was talking to proMX, I've come to sit down clearly and ground myself in all the gadgets that I have and how it has made my life so easy, and how I don't have to worry about watching the calendar all the time, because I know there's a core assistant out there that will help me kind of stay focused on my work. So with that introduction, I really wanted to introduce you to what we've done with generative AI at Microsoft. Obviously, there's many forms that generative AI has been brought to market. One of those ways for Microsoft is through the Copilot branding. Now, Copilot is what I want you to remember. You might remember this if you forget everything I've said on the call today. I want you to remember Copilot. This is the UI that we've built to really bring that experience of generative AI in the simplest form that you might get it. So first of all, we have this user interface. Of course, it's the user interface that we've built in all the applications, the intelligent apps, as we'll go through them in the next few minutes. But we also have what we call Copilot Studio. Now, Copilot Studio really allows you to create and customize different Copilot interfaces and what we call agents. So agents are really those specialized extensions that are designed to fulfill specific tasks across the organization. You could think of, you can build an agent, and we have some examples coming soon here in the presentation. But you can have an agent that, does aspects of warehousing capabilities, right? Tracking shipping and making sure that it brings forth a number of aspects across the supply chain, whether it's shipping, purchasing. So numerous ways agents can be used. But Copilot, again, is the branding that we have brought to all our intelligent applications, and the interface to, or the UI to, generative AI. Obviously, it uses natural language, and anyone can ask Copilot to help create new content, automate busy work, and of course, discovering information. Copilot, again, does not replace your employees or does not replace you in many ways. It's just like the name suggests, it's a Copilot going in with you, and of course users can always control and check sources, right? So they can do some fact checking again, as we'll see. It also allows, we've noticed, there you go. Thank you. So you're in control, but through Copilot, we have really created this what we call an agentic world. This new agentic world is being defined, definitely by a rich tapestry of AI agents that organizations keep building on a daily basis, but it also includes personal agents that can be used across work and life, and business processes across organizations. Now, it's also important to note that regardless your current tool set of applications, Microsoft Copilot can connect to various platforms, through data connectors. And there's several of these that we've built, and our partners like proMX and many others keep building data connectors. Now, these connectors can connect to any tool set that you have out there. It could be SQL, it could be SAP, Salesforce, and the like. But also at the Microsoft level, I want to bring your attention to the Microsoft Graph. Of course, Microsoft Office is a big share that we have out there. We have a huge install base. Copilot can connect seamlessly. It's a plug and play to the Microsoft Graph, to the Dataverse, where we build most of our intelligent applications for ERP, CRM, and data analytics, of course, through Fabric. Now, we've brought this to market, obviously, to help organizations. And that as we unwrap into the specific or distinctive Copilot offerings, I really compel you to think about ways you can help your team, spend more of their time working on tasks and work that matters, rather than spending all the time in the day trying to search for information and things of that nature. The concentration on work that matters, sometimes also comes with, or the power that we've seen with Copilot and generative AI as a whole, many times brings a nervousness around, will Copilot take my job? I'd like to tell most organizations that I speak to is Copilot will not take your job, but your job will change a little bit. But the question is, will you actually change to meet the moment? I think I usually go back to case in point with the internet in the 80s. Then we had the BlackBerry that kind of revolutionized a few ways that people interact with information. I remember Barack Obama was one of those people that was fascinated about his BlackBerry. But now we have smartphones, and our world has changed, and it's so different with how we interact with the internet on a daily basis. Now I just want you to think about generative AI, and how it's going to move the needle for you as an organization. We've already seen how it has changed our lives with the smart devices that we have and smart applications. Definitely, as Microsoft, we can certainly predict that leaning in and learning at this particular moment in time will play a huge role in moving organizations forward. That slow scaling definitely versus being completely displaced. It's time to think now. How are you going to ride with the wave to hit that pinnacle as we want to quality at Microsoft. We have the data. We are doing as much research. This is a 2023, but you can see the numbers. They speak for themselves. What AI has done for organizations, and it keeps doing in our daily lives. So that's really an introduction to Copilot, generative AI, and really what we're going to talk about in terms of intelligent applications. I'll hand it over to Vince. I'll be back shortly to dive into a few other things, but Vince will definitely take us through some of those offerings that we have for Copilot.
Super. All right. Thanks, Felix. Really appreciate it. So yeah, I'm going to take you through first-party Microsoft Copilot solutions right now. Got a few minutes of your time. I got a couple of movies and a whole bunch of slides to get through. Here we go, jumping on in. All right. Copilot is ubiquitous. Microsoft sure acted fast on their investment in OpenAI, didn't they? I'd even hazard a guess that it's in about 80% of the software that we're selling right now. You find it in the entire Microsoft 365 suite, in GitHub, and Biz Apps, and more. In fact, Copilot is so popular, it even overtakes our beloved Dynamics and Power Platform when searching online. These little images here share that Copilot, when I search for news, it hit almost 58 million hits. Dynamics had 5 million, and Power Platform only had 2.5. So ubiquitous and fast. All right, there's a Copilot for every role. Refining our list of all of those Copilot apps to focus it down for today, we're going to talk about the Copilots that work with business applications, both Dynamics 365 and Microsoft 365. And Copilot for sales and service, pardon me. On the left-hand side, Copilot for sales, service, and finance. It's an AI assistant for sellers in Microsoft 365, right? It connects to sales solutions to provide next generation AI and customer relationship management platforms, and updates and insights across productivity workflows, right? And in addition, for Microsoft Dynamics 365 sales customers, Copilot functionality is embedded in Dynamics 365 interface. And this embedded functionality is referred to as Copilot in Dynamics 365. So the big takeaway from this slide here, when it comes to the different types of Copilot licensing on the left-hand side, Copilot for Microsoft 365 gives you access to Copilot in all of the various Office applications, and it is anticipating that you will connect it, the Copilot for Sales, with a Salesforce or a Dynamics, a CRM product. On the right-hand side, Copilot in Dynamics, well, that is actually the embedded version of it. So you have Copilot directly in those applications. Okay, moving on. All right. This slide introduces Microsoft 365 Copilot. It's the ultimate AI-powered assistant designed to transform the way that we work by combining the power of AI with the tools that we use daily. A few key features. With single chat destination for web and work, so it acts as a central hub for getting answers and insights. Now, for example, users can ask which products were the most profitable this quarter and receive instant actionable responses. Integration with Microsoft 365 apps, it's embedded seamlessly into tools like Word, Excel, Teams, and Outlook, ensuring a unified and intuitive user experience without disrupting existing workflows. Then we have Graph. So powered by Microsoft Graph, the intelligence behind Copilot connects users, data, and tools, enabling personalized and context-aware interactions based on your organization's data. And then Copilot Studio. It's a customization platform that lets businesses tailor Copilot to their unique workflows, enhancing efficiency and by creating specialized AI solutions. And there's enterprise-grade security, right? So we want to really emphasize Microsoft's focus on security, privacy, and compliance, ensuring that data remains protected while meeting stringent enterprise-grade standards. And Microsoft 365 Copilot revolutionizes productivity by acting as a smart, secure, and integrated assistant for work. It simplifies complex tasks, boosts collaboration, and helps employees focus on high-value work. or higher value work. All right. So let's dive into Microsoft 365 Copilot. It's an innovative AI assistant designed to effortlessly integrate with your favorite Microsoft apps and elevate productivity to the next level. So with Word, Copilot enhances your reading and writing experience by providing smarter assistance to generate, to edit, and to summarize content with ease. In Outlook, it takes email management to a new level, helping you craft better responses, prioritize important messages, and stay on top of your inbox. And in Excel, Copilot offers powerful data analysts, making it easy to uncover insights, to create complex formulas, and to visualize data, all without needing to be a spreadsheet expert. And PowerPoint, well, users can save time with Copilot's ability to turn ideas into polished presentations. It can create stunning slides and even rewrite or refine content for a professional touch. And when it comes to collaboration, Copilot in Teams ensures more effective meetings by summarizing discussions, tracking action items, and providing real-time insights. And finally, Business Chat brings it all together by harnessing knowledge from across your Microsoft 365 apps. It's your personal knowledge management assistant, keeping you informed and helping you work smarter. So in short, Microsoft 365 Copilot is designed to empower you to focus on what matters most by taking care of repetitive, time-consuming tasks all across these apps. And today, I'm excited to introduce you to Copilot Pages, a powerful new capability designed to help you create, manage, and share dynamic content effortlessly.
Introducing Copilot Pages. Pages is a dynamic, persistent canvas designed for multiplayer AI collaboration. Let's say you work for an EV charging company and there's a new business opportunity. You start in BizChat, where you ask Copilot to do some research on the web. You want some basic information, like the number of daily passengers and information on the number of parking spaces with EV chargers. Copilot pulls the information and you turn the response into a page so you can keep working. You want to share what you've got so far and ask your colleagues to help. So you tag them. Now everyone can immediately start to contribute and you can see their edits in real time. Next, you need to get started on a plan for your proposal. So let's switch over to the Work tab. Here you can ask Copilot to reference a previous plan to give you a head start. Copilot pulls in the deliverables, work back schedule, and owners, which you add to your page. Immediately your colleagues can begin updating the work back schedule and assigning owners. The next step is the proposal outline. You want to review the customer needs, so a coworker uses Copilot to pull in a bulleted list of requirements from a recorded meeting with the customer last week. In seconds, Copilot is able to synthesize the discussion and give your team the key takeaways. Now you're ready to start building the proposal. Last year, you landed a similar deal, so you want to reuse that great work. You ask Copilot to use that proposal as a starting point and update it to include the new customer requirements. With one last click, Copilot pulls it all together for you. Pages is an entirely new pattern of work designed for human to AI to human collaboration.
I saw a couple of people clapping there and I parrot that. Fantastic application. Okay, as we continue along to help you guys find your fit here, this chart illustrates 3 options for Microsoft 365 Copilot and their feature sets, helping organizations and users select the version that best align with their needs, right? So we start off, we've got the free Copilot. And this free version, it provides basic foundational AI capabilities to get you started. You know, it's perfect for those looking to explore AI with a minimal commitment. And then in the middle, we've got Microsoft 365 Copilot. This version is a step up. It delivers advanced integrations tailored for Microsoft 365 apps. Some of the capabilities include web grounding, and this improves contextual understanding using data from the web. Enhanced data protection. This offers commercial and enterprise-grade security, ensuring compliance and peace of mind. Microsoft Graph Grounding. This leverages your organizational data to provide personalized and relevant insights. And Copilot Studio, well, it supports custom AI workflows to enhance specific business operations. And then the third column here is Microsoft 365 Copilot for sales, service, and finance. So this is designed for industry-specific needs in sales, service, or finance. So the unique advantages here include role-specific capabilities that are tailored. These are really tailored tools and features to boost productivity in the specialized roles at your organization. Copilot in Dynamics 365 seamlessly integrates with Dynamics 365, delivering targeted insights and automation. And in terms of license requirement, this version requires a Microsoft Dynamics 365 license, making it ideal for businesses already using that platform. And in conclusion, this table illustrates that Microsoft 365 Copilot offers scalable solutions, starting with free and then expanding up to the industry-specific capabilities for specialized roles. So choosing the right version depends on your organization's needs, from basic foundational AI to fully integrated role-specific tools. Microsoft does offer Copilot for each line of business as well. So here's how various lines of business can use Copilot in their operations. So in customer experience, Copilot can analyze customer data to provide personalized recommendations, tailor marketing campaigns, or deliver more relevant product suggestions. An example is that AI suggests specific products based on a customer's past purchase history or browsing behavior during an online chat. And we also have customer sentiment analysis as well. So by analyzing customer feedback, reviews, and social media posts, Copilot identifies trends and areas for improvement. So an example is like highlighting recurring issues in consumer or customer complaints to adjust product designs or support processes. Real-time assistant. So Copilot assists support agents by suggesting answers, identifying upsell opportunities, or guiding interactions based on customer history. And again, for example, like during a live chat, Copilot provides agents with scripts and resolutions for common issues. When it comes to service, we have automated issue resolution. So AI powers virtual agents to resolve routine service tickets, freeing up human agents for more complex cases. So the example would be like automatically resetting passwords or updating account details through AI-driven interactions. Proactive service alerts are in service as well. So using predictive analytics, Copilot identifies potential service issues before they occur and recommends preventative measures. So like flagging abnormal device performance and suggesting maintenance to avoid downtime. And knowledge management as well. So AI indexes and retrieves relevant knowledge articles for agents during customer interactions. So when a service technician receives that step-by-step troubleshooting instructions for a reported issue, they have all the steps right there at their fingertips and can take care of it fast. In finance, we have financial forecasting. So Copilot analyzes historical data to predict cash flow, budgeting needs, and future financial trends. The example is like providing CFOs with a detailed forecast of revenue and expense trends for the next quarter. And it also takes care of expense management. So automating the categorization and approval of expense reports, flagging anomalies or policy violations. So in the case of identifying duplicate or out-of-policy expenses in employee reports for quicker processing. And fraud detection. So analyzing transactions in real time to detect and flag potentially fraudulent activity. For example, you've got you're alerting finance teams of unusual transaction patterns, such as multiple large payments to an unfamiliar vendor. And supply chain. Demand forecasting. So AI predicts future demand based on historical data, seasonality, and external factors like market trends. So a good example here is helping inventory managers ensure optimal stock levels for a holiday season. And supplier relationship management as well. So automating vendor performance reviews by analyzing delivery times, quality issues, and cost metrics. So great example, by flagging a supplier for consistently late deliveries and recommending alternatives. So you've got that information right at your fingertips. We also have route optimization, where AI suggests optimal shipping routes to minimize costs and delivery times. In inventory management, AI monitors inventory levels in real time and automates reordering processes. So this can literally automatically order more raw materials when stock levels drop below a certain threshold. So these examples illustrate how Copilot can empower various lines of business to operate more efficiently and make better decisions and improve overall performance. In that same vein, there's an AI for every functional role as well. So here are some ideas showing how professionals in these roles can leverage Copilot to streamline tasks, make data-driven decisions, and enhancing productivity. When it comes to sales, we have meeting insights, summarizing meeting notes, extracting key action items, and sending follow-up emails. For example, after a client call, Copilot generates a detailed summary and suggests next steps to close the deal. In marketing, we have real-time analytics, so offering insights into campaign performance and suggesting optimizations in real time. If we are noticing low click-through rates on ads, the AI can come in and recommend changes to headlines or visualizations. And the functional role of customer service, we've got automated ticket triage. So Copilot categorizes and prioritizes customer tickets based on urgency and complexity, routing these high priority issues like payment failures to senior agents while resolving simple FAQs autonomously. And field service. Dynamic scheduling is optimizing technician schedules based on location, skill set, and urgency. So when we're in the field and we're reassigning a technician to a nearby high priority task to minimize the downtime and utilize our employees to the best of their ability. In finance and operations, we have risk management. So analyzing market data to identify financial risks or opportunities. For example, recommending strategies to mitigate potential losses during a market downturn. And supply chain. Logistics planning is what we're offering here, with suggesting optimal shipping routes to reduce costs and improve delivery times. So for example, adjusting routes dynamically based on real-time traffic or weather data, which is really powerful in Southern California, LA right now, where we have no more homes. And by integrating Copilot, these roles gain access to actionable insights, greater efficiency, and enhanced decision-making capabilities, allowing them to focus on higher value activities. And today, I'm excited to introduce Copilot in Dynamics 365 Field Service, your AI-powered designer for your partner. So to transform how field service teams operate.
Timely resolution is key when it comes to excellent field service. But minutes and hours can slip by in every step of the process, from finding information across fragmented tools for work order management, to dispatching frontline technicians with real-time support. Resolving issues efficiently can get challenging. Introducing Copilot in Dynamics 365 Field Service, helping your frontline deliver exceptional service. With Copilot, your customer escalations are pre-populated into draft work orders for frontline managers to review and outlook. And with recommendations based on travel time, availability, skill set, and more, your technician scheduling becomes streamlined. Now, as technicians start their day, they see upcoming work orders at a glance in their home experience in Microsoft Teams. Even on the go, everyone stays connected with updates that sync across both Microsoft 365 and Dynamics 365. With access to step-by-step instructions within the Field Service mobile app, technicians can solve problems as they arise. And when additional support is needed to achieve a first-time fix, collaborate in real time with experts using Remote Assist. As service delivery becomes complicated, Dynamics 365 Field Service keeps things simple, saving you time so you can focus on exceeding customer expectations. Experience how Dynamics 365 Field Service can help today.
Beautiful. And lastly, let's take a look at Copilot in project operations. This powerful combo provides amazing features, including generating your project plan with the help of AI, analyzing your project risks, generating internal and external status reports, and creating time recordings based on assignments. And with that, I'll hand control back to Felix, who will discuss agents and Copilot Studio. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Vince. That was an overload, but definitely great builds and packaging of Copilot. So what I wanted us to go into here next is extensibility of this AI capability, above and beyond what Vince has gone through with all the backing that we've done in these intelligent apps for Dynamics 365. What next? What about me that has, SAP, that has Workday? How do I fit in there? I don't have all the Microsoft capabilities, but here is a way you can engage, right? Copilot Studio and agents, right? As before I left, before I handed over to Vince, I kind of explained what agents are. These are just specialized extensions of Copilot. Now, above and beyond, you could just have Dynamics 365 for sales, and that's all you have. But you have this extensive fabric of capabilities or applications that you want to interact with. Definitely, agents is where you can build those extensions into the other applications that you have to really perform those distinctive experiences or workloads and executing as a business. Specifically around any department, right? So software development, security, we've seen many Copilot agents being built, for instance, for security purposes, discovering open ports or, protecting the network. We've seen so many agents being built through Copilot Studio to do data analysis across the entirety of a business, regardless of what applications they're using. But I wanted to bring to you what, building for AI looks like right now. And to give you a little bit of history, as a company, we've been at this thing of democratizing bot building for some time now, for a long time, I can say, making it accessible to a wide range of users, from citizen developers all the way to professional developers, through various tools and platforms. But where we are right now, the edge that we are at right now, and generative AI coming into the picture, we're empowering organizations to really build bots using generative AI. Do content authoring, publishing of bots instantly. Really, there's so much in terms of knowledge that is sitting in different disparate systems and siloed systems. Next year, we'll see how building agents can really help you gather all that information and data that's sitting across your platform of solutions into a more meaningful, solid experience that will help you, again, make work easier and concentrate on work that really matters. I have a video here recorded by a teammate here with the Microsoft team.
Microsoft Copilot Studio allows customers to create their own conversational experiences and make them available to users wherever they are across multiple channels. Microsoft Copilot Studio can also be used to extend and customize Microsoft Copilot across surfaces like Microsoft 365 and Windows, enabling personalized company-specific use cases for your customers and employees. Let's take a look how this works. Here I am using Copilot in Microsoft 365, and I've tried to ask a question about the current outstanding repair orders. But as we can see, Copilot doesn't know how to handle this enterprise scenario natively. With Microsoft Copilot Studio, lighting up this scenario can be done in just a few minutes. I can create a topic using the new Copilot trigger and provide a description of what my new topic will do. This ensures Microsoft Copilot understands its purpose and knows when to invoke it for a user. The information that's needed to respond to the query about repair orders is going to come from multiple places. The great news is that I can easily connect to external systems by adding plugins based on thousands of pre-built connectors and my own enterprise APIs. I've already added an SAP plugin to fetch the latest repair order information and a custom connector plugin to pull a list of product recalls from one of our enterprise APIs. Calling these plugins is as simple as adding a node to my canvas. I also want to ensure that we don't provide information about completed repair orders. Thanks to the power of the dialog builder, I can filter this information out with a simple PowerFX formula. Finally, I'll use the built-in prompt node to easily use GPT to combine and summarize this disparate data sets into the response that I want to provide to my user. With my topic finished, I can choose to publish it to Microsoft 365 with a click. Now back in Microsoft Copilot, asking the same question instantly yields the response that I wanted, drawing data from multiple enterprise data sources and harnessing the power of GPT. Microsoft Copilot Studio allows for limitless opportunities to extend and enhance Copilots for companies and users across a myriad of use cases. And this is only the beginning, with the support for even more powerful capabilities coming after Ignite.
Perfect. So again, what you just saw there, and again, because we just have 1 hour, it's kind of hard to do to pack so much into a presentation. But what you just saw there is really at a high level the power of Copilot and the agents that are built through the Copilot Studio. The power is really in your hands. You can build autonomous agents. You can build, from the simplest of an agent that can just be used to retrieve data to, agents that can handle specific tasks, automate tasks, and handle any repetitive tasks, so to say, all the way to the advanced level of agents. You can build endlessly, as I would like to tell my customers that come to us with all sorts of disparate systems. But that, in a nutshell, agents are a powerful tool that we've built, again, from the simplest form of it to the complex levels of building. I just wanted to wrap up here quick with an overview of the infrastructure that powers this great experience that we have in Copilot and generative AI. Obviously, it starts with the Microsoft Cloud, the cloud and edge. Now, this is the layer that provides a foundational infrastructure on which everything runs. The AI models, the services, and there's a way that we ensure scalability and reliability through these supercomputers, as we would like to call them. On top of that, we have the AI infrastructure and the foundation model. Obviously, this includes the hardware and software needed to train and deploy AI models that serve as the basis for various AI applications, including Copilot. As I speak right now, I think we have about 500 new data centers being built and constructed as we speak. So definitely we are looking towards bringing the cost down and availability, boosting availability across several users, new users coming on every day. On top of that, the AI infrastructure, on top of that, of course, is your data. Now, the data layer really involves integrating and utilizing your organizational data to provide contextual relevancy in responses and actions that you take in the daily work that you do. At the middle tier, we have the AI orchestration, and also the tool chain, which includes tools and processes for managing and deploying AI models and services. The Microsoft applications that we've built, the intelligent applications that I talked about initially, obviously sit on top of that AI orchestration. Definitely the apps and the Copilot layer, as we see it, they leverage the generative AI to help with the cognition and of course that lifting of the workload in reasoning, the layers that I showed, the memory and of course that user interface that uses natural language. So it sits at that Copilot layer through the Microsoft intelligent applications that we've built. Of course, all that, when we think about, hey, I'm using Copilot, I have my data out there, how sure am I that my data is being protected? This leads me to really a major dimension when we come to everything that we do at Microsoft. Specifically for AI and Copilot, we are really committed to ensuring that AI systems are developed and deployed responsibly. And as an organization, we came up with what we call the Microsoft Responsible AI principles. And of course, that includes inclusivity, accountability, transparency, fairness, but above all, the security that we provide. Now, as Microsoft, we pride ourselves because we're committed to security, and we've been, in addition to us being a software development company, we would like to see ourselves sometimes as a security company as well. And we are committed to security, compliance, and governance. Whether you're looking at, identity management, data encryption, activity logging, anywhere that your data could be exposed to any sort of danger, we are there, and we know that we run on trust with everything that we build. So that's all I had. And again, I'll hand it over to Jonas. Probably he has a few things to take us through. Many more conversations can be had. Again, we can be reached anytime. Our contacts will be shared probably. But thank you for your time for sure.
Thank you, Vince. Great content. I'm sure there is a lot to digest, but we would like to talk about how you can really approach your ideal project for Copilot and how to implement Copilot on your own solutions. So there is a lot of information that was provided by Felix and Vince. There is a lot more information that is out there that we can take advantage of. But we wanted to give you what would be a typical project approach and how to get ready to take advantage of what Copilot can use for you. Okay, so the typical project approach will be divided into 4 different stages: to get ready, onboard and engage, deliver impact, and then there's an iterative process. So you always will extend and optimize Copilot through Copilot Studio as Copilot and the AI learns on top of your own data. Okay, I know that we're running a little bit over time, but I think all of this is great content. So let's just walk briefly and quickly through the different 4 steps, right? When you get ready, you are preparing your business for AI. Of course, you have to review your security and data settings. We go back to what Felix was explaining. Security is very, very important. What are we showing to the people? How do we control the access to security? Okay. Then we have the phase that we call the project onboard and engage. Okay. And throughout this phase, we can say that we are accelerated the usage and engagement. Okay, so we do the creation of the Copilot user community, identify the Copilot champions and early adopters, and then the support and ongoing teams. As we go through the delivery impact, we are looking at the tracking the progress and business results. So we want to monitor how the AI and Copilot is learning. Okay, we want to quantify the impact that we're having. We want to keep regular meetings. And of course, we want to celebrate the success. And then we go to the extend and optimize. So building Copilot into your business, right? We want to tailor Copilot to your business and keep on tailoring over and over. Now, to help you with this project approach and to help you how to better understand Copilot and what it can do, we developed our program, and I'm going to put the link on the chat so you all have access again, in which you can go through the next steps of our program by scheduling a one-on-one session with us, and we can look at your particular interest. And then we can take it from there. We can personalize this conversation, so we can take your particular interest and start building some proof of concepts of MVPs. Now, I do want to leave a little bit of time at least for Q&A. So I'm going to open the forum and see if anybody has a question for Felix, Vince, or myself. And if we can go over your questions with 1 minute that we have on this time allocated, but of course we can stay a little longer as needed.
Certainly.
Any questions seen on the chat so far?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any questions coming over, but that means that you guys did a great job, Felix and Vince. You were able to clearly explain everything.
Thank you.
Yeah, as much as we can fit in an hour. Again, there's great conversations that can be had specifically around Copilot and the intelligent apps. That Copilot Studio is a great way that many of you don't necessarily need to be a Microsoft Dynamics 365 customer, but if you have any questions around Copilot Studio and how you can definitely leverage some of the freebies that we have out there, like Vince went through the free capabilities, let us know and we'll be glad to help.
Yeah, definitely. Do reach out to Felix, Vince, or myself after the webinar, and we can definitely answer any questions that might come. That being said, thanks everyone for joining us, for participating, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.